Good morning, everybody, and this is your DAX day trade setups for today. So, quite a bit going on here. We are in a downward trend. No diversions to speak of at the moment. S&P 500 is showing us some clear diversions on the 8-hour, but if you look at the daily, that is a bit of a confused range bar here, and I just want to have a look what structure is here. Quite a bit, so let's just put that pin bar in there, and then I think what we need to do is just put that tweezer top in there. Not that it really played out, but let's just call it a double pin bar for now, because it wasn't a tweezer top. So you can see that's kind of where price was ranging between yesterday. Now, having a look at that on the 8-hour, you can see fairly strong range, and as I said, slight parabolic yesterday. You can see if you draw your trend line there, and then you go there, and then you go there, and then this little inside bar here is a break of that parabolic curve. So I'm a little bit skeptical, or should we say reluctant, to be looking for this thing to blow through this level here. And obviously it can extend a bit further. As I said yesterday, that's kind of the zone. It's a massive weekly zone, which I have a feeling we are going to battle to break through. I just want to keep this gap in as well. Sorry, we're making this chart a little bit noisy now, but you'll see why I'm doing it now. Okay, so this is our massive weekly zone. So it's 15,281 all the way down to 14,849. So that is pretty much 434 point, or almost 3% move in the market here. Now, if I draw right diagonals in as well, one along there, one along there, that sets up a fairly decent flag. But that flag measured move will be from this low here to that high, and then from wherever we turn, you put it up. So look at the oscillators here. We've spoken about this divergence with a swing low for quite some time now. And it doesn't matter how much further it's going to have to drop below there before it actually nullifies that divergence. But at the moment, that divergence is pretty well intact. We've got divergence from here as well. And then this one here is not really in play at the moment. But anyway, so you've got two very strong sets of divergence on the weekly. And 8-hour, nothing to talk about. We're in this range still, channel should I rather say. And the last high time frame that we need to look at is the 3-hour, and here is definitely divergence. Have a look there, and crossed over, almost both of them above the 20, massive engulfing bar off a daily level of 15,150. I would argue that we are looking for some kind of a turn here. Now, did mention the going parabolic at the moment, so what I would do is let's put that in there. That's kind of a half decent trend line, and you can see that intersects here with this little break as well. What I could also do is just do that, and that would give me the next level higher up, which is a clear line in sand, which is this one at 15,324. Okay, so what do we need to do today? So I think for me, shorts are not on at the moment, and I think this would have probably hurt a couple of people. There was nothing really going on in the US market. Well, let me rephrase that. European market, we were falling to find structure, and in the US market we bounced. So looking at the oscillator at the moment on the hour, we should see some sort of rejection either here 15,281 or 15,308 or 310, 15,300. That's what we should see on the hour. I'm a little bit reluctant to take that at the moment, just because of this big down, big up here. Okay, so 15 minutes is what we need to be paying attention to now. we all know, the more you watch charts, the more you start to see these patterns come up, but you all know the minute we start getting above the moving averages, back below, back above, back below, back above, that is typically a range. It's a confusion, it's a consolidation. It is also very, very relevant in turning patterns. So you can see there's your clear structure to the downside the day before. No debate about it. You know, every time you pull back, you've got clear shorts to take, and you know, you can make money when it's in a trend like that. When it goes into this kind of scenario, it becomes very difficult. So you can see this area here, there was definitely an opportunity, story of threes as well, but I mean, as soon as you start seeing inside bar, you get out of that completely, and then there wasn't another setup again after that. So there was one short on offer, nothing really, and then sort of breaking below structure here, but that never, especially big weekly levels and daily levels, when you see lower time frame closes below it, normally all it's doing is just hunting the closest 5-minute or 15-minute structure to that daily level before bouncing. Anyway, so we have a crossover. We broke through the 150 EMA earlier this morning. We're back below. I suspect we are looking for structure, and we're looking for something to the upside. So there is a gap here that needs to close, but I wouldn't put too much on that because the cash market, where would the cash market have closed? 6. Let me rephrase that. So I would put a lot of emphasis on that because the cash market closed down here somewhere around 15,188. So possibility of us pulling back. So let's just put that level in. So that level is right there. So possibility of pulling back to 15,200. Let's just call it 15,200 at the moment, or any of these tails here for a turn to the upside. So that's the one side. If we start building a base here, I would argue that we have a strong possibility that this is a range, and we would be looking for a visit back up to 15,282. Pay very close attention to the structure. You can see left shoulder, head, right shoulder forming. So if we don't pull all the way back down here, and there is a gap a little bit lower down, in other words, if we don't form a higher low and we just continue up, I would be looking at this 15,282. Break up, pull back, find support, and then I'm looking for us to break through the next level of 15,324. That level gives way, then we have pretty much almost a confirmation that we are moving to the upside. I won't say we turned yet, but probably a pullback to find some structure higher up, and the closest structure you're going to see is all the way up here. Bear in mind, we're coming into the close of the week, so if we today and tomorrow, if we move above 15,463, that gives us a massive weekly pin bar on this level again of 15,463. So that would be a very bullish sign for next week. Anyway, that's a little bit far away. So anyway, that's kind of my outlook for today. Very reluctant to keep jumping in short at the moment. But we'll see what happens on the 15 minutes. If this continues, this above and below moving averages like this, then you're probably going to see a little bit more consolidation. But if you do start breaking these levels to the upside, which is what I suspect is going to happen, then I would be looking for the longs, aiming for this area up here. And we'll see what happens tomorrow where we close, because we close up there, massive weekly pin bar. If we reject this area, we just start bouncing around in here, it's going to be a big red pin bar, and that's going to be a close below that level. So then we would be looking for shorts next week again. Okay, quick one though, if we do drop below 15,150, I'd want to see us just come back and test this zone, and that would trigger shorts for a move down to 15,045. Okay, so that's kind of my view at the moment. At the moment we're ranging, so just treat these two levels as ranges. Break above, retest, it's long. Break below, retest, it's short. Simple as that. Okay, anyway, hope that helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.